It's going to be a very long one for Timi Dakolo and Apostle Femi Lazarus, because I want to say right now that Timi Dakolo is responding to Apostle Femi Lazarus, but it also looks like Femi Lazarus too is responding to Timi Dakolo. Who is responding to who? Anyways, you guys, Timi Dakolo has actually blasted Femi Lazarus for charging people for Bible school, for school of ministry. After Femi Lazarus came out to see that Nigerian gospel singers, some of them are charlatans and they charge recklessly. In fact, he gave an example of somebody who charged $10,000. Somebody do the mathematics. How many million in naira is that? $10,000 for ministration. The person said they are going to book plane tickets for he and 40 crew members. He's going to be in first class. That the other people can be in economy. Breakfast is going to be made available for the gospel singer, preferably Nigerian cuisine. You guys, you have to listen to this from Femi Lazarus' mouth. Anyways, after Femi Lazarus said that, Timi Dakolo came back to blast him like, you are saying gospel singers are charging money. When you, Augusty, we have evidence where you charged about $150 for Bible school. It is a long one. You guys listen.
I want the media to project an invoice. Music minister in Nigeria. This is the invoice. What is that? Minister will be accompanied with a minimum of 40%. They will all return the day after the event. It will be booked for both the outbound and return. Artists will fly first class compulsory. Team will fly economy. Executive suite for the minister. 2 executive rooms for the 4 meal. Meal must be provided for minister, company person. Preference will be given to Nigerian cuisine. Lunch, dinner. Honorarium, $10,000. Mode of payment, a non-refundable 50% payment. Before we can have this event on our calendar. That's of 50% must be made 2 days before the event. The mistake on that stuff is the word honorarium used. When they pay you this kind of money, you have to act drama. But those who know God knows He's not there. Many charlatans like this don't build big pastors because they use big pastors for endorsement.
You guys, here we go again. First things first, some people are going to come and ask me, why are you using Moses Bliss, Sinach, Mercy Chinwo's picture? They didn't talk about them. Listen, we're talking about gospel musicians, and this is like a visual voice channel, so we're going to just put pictures that will make you visualize what we're saying. I did not say that he's talking about Mercy Chinwo, Moses Bliss, Sinach, and the likes. Now, he said that these people are talking about 40 males, 40 people that are going to be with the singer, but later on he said 4 males. So I think that there was a mistake, because to me Dakolo was trying to say there's nobody in Nigeria who goes about ministering with 40 people in their team. So I think there was a mistake based on that. I think he meant 4. Now people are saying that, why is he inviting somebody and not planning on paying hotel bill, feeding? I don't think any church invites people and not pay hotel bill. But you guys, watch Lawrence Oyo, I think that's how they call his name, say that after preaching, they gave him, what is that food they say they gave him? They gave him 1 snack to eat. So you see, it's also possible that some people will invite these people and say, oh, they have money and they will feed themselves. Now, that invoice he showed, Timi Dakolo wasn't having it. Timi Dakolo responded, and this is what he said in his response. He even put evidence, pictorial evidence. This everybody now has slide, evidence to prove their point. This is Timi Dakolo put up this post, an evidence where Femi Lazarus collected money for his Bible school. The note said, "Thank you so much for showing interest in International School of Ministry. The training is established out of the instruction to see men discovered and effectively deploy God's unique call upon their lives. We want you to bring to your notice that payment validates registration." Okay, this will close on the 1st of April 2024, after which classes will commence 12th of April 2024. Kindly make a payment for your premium training package, $150. That's 181,200 to the following account, and the account was there. So you see Timi Dakolo, and when that person had paid, there's another post Timi Dakolo made where they were congratulating him for paying and joining the program. So the next note said, "We say hearty congratulations to you. You have certainly made a worthy investment in your life and ministry, and we are excited about the transformation that will be happening in you within the next 3 months. Kindly find attached your admission letter and course outline for International School of Ministry 2024. Thank you." So that's from the Femi Lazarus International School of Ministry. So now Timi Dakolo is saying, this is what Timi Dakolo now said on his own. He wrote, "I'm not a gospel artist, but a singer raised in church." And he said all this is said in love, sir. He's telling Femi Lazarus, let's not shift the goalpost. By your definition, if anyone charges to minister, they are not gospel artists, they are performers. And by that definition, if any preacher charges to teach and minister, they are merchants of hope and motivational speakers and performers too. So you are charging as low as $150 per person for a school of ministry, teaching and preaching Jesus, probably having as much as 1,000 students. Let us do the mathematics. Are you not selling the gifts and revelation freely given to you? Again, let's not keep shifting the goalposts. You guys, okay. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. Social media, the views on social media are actually very divided. People are saying, I'm on Timi Dakolo's side, yes, you are selling the gifts. Other people are saying, it's a school, it's a Bible school, why are you not paying? Now, when it comes to that, sometimes why I said in the beginning of this, my whole series on money charging, I said, the truth is that the church is fighting itself. I don't care how you want to see it. It's like the messaging war, is it matter? Nobody is going to win. It is somebody said in a one comment, I said that this is a very, very sensitive matter, and it's like you are wrong, everybody is both wrong and right. Sadly, because somebody is a pastor does not mean that they are 100% right in everything. They are human beings, and they can, fault here and there, and doesn't mean that they are bad people. Or, sometimes I feel like sometimes our revelation about things are limited. Even Pastor Chris Oyakhilome said that initially he thought that, giving these ministers the freedom they had and helping them and, pushing them up was the right thing to do. But now, he has gotten another revelation that this thing is leading these people away from Christ, and they are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're now charging money, and now he has retraced his step. What it means, I'm not saying that what he said is right. I'm just saying that what it means is that as human beings, sometimes our knowledge is limited at some point, and we also always have new revelations from time to time. What it means, people are saying that it's a school, and you can pay Femi Lazarus for the school. But funny enough, I grew up in an Orthodox church, and I cannot remember from the top of my head paying for anything. The only thing I know I paid for was about 150 naira for baptism card that time after doing baptism and confirmation, like long time ago, for just the card. I remember very well going for baptism classes, and your reverend will teach you free of charge. I remember going for Bible studies every Tuesday free of charge, and they will dissect the Bible. Now I think those Bible studies are what this new Pentecostal churches call Bible school. So if a bishop, if a reverend from an Orthodox church sees all these things people are doing, they'll say, they are these new generational churches now, why are they charging for Bible school? The same way these new generational churches are seeing people charging for singing and say, they don't know anything now. They don't know God. They are performers. They don't really know God. They're charging for performances. Because back in the day, nobody used to charge for any performance. Back in the day, even when pastors go to preach, they don't pay anything. But now, people are paying. In fact, I remember very well when I was growing up, I would go for, all these youth camps organized by churches, Scripture Union, and the likes. And we will not pay. They will host us in secondary school boarding houses for like 3 days. I think we'll go on Friday and come back on Sunday evening. And most times we just pay for feeding 200 naira. And that will cover breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're not paying for accommodation, for water, nothing. Now, why some of you go come for my comment and tell me, say, you don't have understanding. Stop it. I be SU. I don't go SU. I was born in Orthodox church. I had gone to the university, and I went to this new Pentecostal churches, and I went to a very popular church. I won't mention name. When I was in university, I was going to a very popular church in my city. And what happened was that I did, if I called the name of the Bible schools I did, you know the church I don't want to mention. And I did all those Bible schools, 3 different studies of Bible school, and I did not pay a dime for it. This is like one of these are new generational churches. So you see that the pastor in that church, in fact, I said I will not mention the name. That pastor encourages gospel singers. He doesn't charge for Bible school. But Femi Lazarus, who is that singers charging for singing might just make it less spiritual and more performative. He's charging. So you see why I'm saying that. I'm not saying him charging is wrong, because the people who are teaching in those Bible schools have to be paid, you see. It's this same thing of payment. People are working full-time jobs in church, and I will not say that you should not pay for Bible school, because you need to pay that your teacher who is now working full-time in church. You see why it looks like right now a lot of payment happens. And so would you say that because they paid for that Bible school, it has made it less spiritual? Somebody will still come in the comment and say you don't understand it. I totally understand what is going on. And like I said, Femi Lazarus is not totally wrong. Timi is not totally wrong. It just shows that Femi cannot come on stage and be shouting and be saying, because somebody charged or paid for gospel singers, it is less spiritual. When you are charging for Bible school, does it make it less spiritual? I give an example of going to Bible studies in my local church and not paying a dime. It is what people will call Bible school now, and people are paying for it. Does the pain make it less of the fact that I came to learn from the word? I came to church to learn my Bible or to go to Bible school. Does it mean that it is not potent because I paid for it? No. It's the same thing you say, oh, because somebody came to a paid concert, a paid gospel concert, it did not mean that they came to, worship God. People used to travel cities to just go for a concert. They were going to look for God. Now, somebody said in the comment that Femi Lazarus is not saying they should not charge, just that the $10,000 was just too much, and is exorbitant, and the rules and regulation in the booking arrangement was just a lot. Yes, you can actually say it was a lot, because I don't see the need of saying, you must book a business class or first class. But what if that artist flies only first class? For now, I don't think we can see Nathan Ebasi in economy. If you see him, you'll be shocked that you saw him there. You don't expect to see Sinach in economy. It is what she flies. So you see that this is a very, very dicey and touchy subject. Maybe the people will assume that, or the people should have just left their place blank, and the church should use their own IQ to know that they should book first class or business class for the person. What if the church cannot afford this and they book economy? Oh, it's just a lot. But like I said, a lot of payment goes into the gospel music, right? Okay, let's talk about church and schools. A lot of people, our fathers, our mothers, a lot of our aunties, older aunties, they went to missionary schools. Those schools were almost free. They were free. They were free. But now, some churches have one of the most expensive schools. Are people going there? By all means. Is the standard great? Great. I hear that the standard is great, and people are going there, sending their children there because it's a mixture of education and good morals. People are not complaining. So you see, now when it comes to this church and money something, what I'm saying is that why I keep on saying that the church is fighting itself is the fact that you cannot talk about one and leave the other. I see another picture of Femi Lazarus talking about pastors, in carrying convol and everything. I get where he's trying to go to, but the truth is that right now it looks like everybody is hammering gospel singers. And the funny thing, a lot of gospel singers might not want to come to these churches because unless maybe sometime they'll come and now say, oh, I was flawed in my thinking. I remember Pastor Sarah saying that time that she did not like Jerry Eze, but that she apologized. It's just a lot. Timi Dakolo is right. Femi Lazarus is right in his own part. They have their own shortcomings in this thing, but I feel like this whole fight or battle against gospel singers, in quotes, it is doing more harm than good. But you guys are still going to see what you're going to say in the comment section, and I'm actually very, very excited to read. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.